Welcome back to Everything Retro. It's your host JD, and today I am bringing you something special, and that is I am introducing you to my little honey hole that is the flea market that I go to actually pick up most of my video games. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the content. Yeah, it's some pretty cool stuff. This video is basically shows that there is games out in the wild, and it's possible. Just gotta find it. So right now, we're kind of checking out one of the cases. Here's some really great Super Nintendo games, really cool like weird knockoff Sega Genesis game. But yeah, there's some pretty good stuff in here, to be honest with you. Not just like Batman, Star Fox, the usual, but there's some hit or miss titles too. The console table is amazing. She's got Sega Genesis, the Nintendos to everything. And here you see like just a plethora of controllers. We've got the Max controller in there for NES. We've got some Switch stuff. We've got some Nintendo Wii, some GameCube, a little bit of everything, guys. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, you see some loose PSP games here. Some PlayStation 1 games. She doesn't have a lot of PlayStation 1 games. They're like decent. There's some Xbox One titles as well. But she's got a little bit of everything, to be honest with you. What's cool too is she tests all of her systems. So if you decide to buy a system off of her, she does test it in front of you to make sure, show that it does work, so that she doesn't sell you something that's kind of bad. You can see here all the 360 games. Next to it is the PS3 games. She's got a buttload of those. I'm just like kind of starting to get into PS3 stuff, but this is one of her big cases. I ended up picking up the Halo on the bottom there. She got some like new stuff, some Switch stuff. There's a nice Pikachu, some like controllers. Again, back to the stuff. She's got some Sega CD stuff. Yeah, I'm about to clear that out. I'm probably gonna buy all of that here pretty shortly. We head down a little bit. You get some DS, some PSP in boxes. Castlevania is pretty dope. This actually, I think that just got released on the Switch. I'm almost positive. Might be wrong. But this stuff is all complete in box, which is pretty cool. Ton of PS4 games, again, complete in box. Some loose 3DS and DS games. I'm always on the lookout for something special. Once in a while, I'll catch, and come upon something pretty dope. But it's hit or miss. Some of it is sun faded because it is out in the hot Florida sun. But she got some pops, nothing crazy. There's some complete in box stuff. If it says like Sonic or Pokemon, she puts it in cases, which is pretty dope. But you can see here there's like some Pokemon there, some loose just single Switch games. Donkey Kong, Super Mario Kart. Like I said, if it says Mario or something like that, she puts it in the cases. Zelda for Game Boy, Donkey Kong for Game Boy, stack of Pokemon. Now you do have to watch though, because sometimes you do find some knockoff ones, so you really got to kind of do your homework. Some more Xbox 360 titles, which is pretty cool. And here's some more PSP games. Skylanders, a whole case of loose Game Boy games in there. She's always like, just go through whatever you want. She doesn't care because I spend a lot of money there. Moving on inside the little like store, it's kind of like a little nook. Inside the case here, she's got some DS stuff, some PS4s, some Xbox 360s, some Wii U's, some controllers, DS's, a buttload of Wii games. I don't collect for the Wii, but she got a ton of them. It's a little most of her stuff, because it is like outdoors, they're a little dirty, but once I take it home, it's nice and like pretty and pristine. And I've never had a problem with nothing not working, which is pretty cool. She has a Stream Deck controller down there, you saw. She's got stuff, like I said, complete in box still, controllers like never opened. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Up top, she's got some GameCube games you saw there for a second. I think I go into it a little bit more. And because of this flea market, they got a bunch of cords. There's some PlayStation games, original PlayStation games. We'll get to that. Some Super Nintendo games, some regular original Xbox games, Nintendo 64 games, and we get into the PlayStation 2. Tons and tons of PlayStation 2 games. As we walk out, it's got a little case here. It's got a lot of like trinkets, some Super Mario stuff, a lot of really high quality like label NES games inside it, which is really cool. We come back to it a little later. There's just stacks of original NES games. Now these are hit or miss. I do spend a little bit more time on the NES because I am looking for it. I was gonna pick that up, but it's just the label is just roached. You know, a lot of these games, like I said, because they've been sitting out, and she wanted 45 bucks. I was like, you're crazy for that. But there is some good stuff here, like there really is. And honestly, like these games clean up really well. And this is where I get most of my scores. So she's got a ton of games. You know, so there's some like that F117A. I actually picked that up, and it's like a $14 game. I got it for like $8. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. That game there. But she's got like, you know, there's a lot of you know, I won't say shelware, a lot of commons. Like I said, you'll find an uncommon like that F17 every so often. N64 games, tons of common N64 games. So if you're looking for like filler titles, she's got a good bit. Most of them are only like $8, and usually she's pretty cool about like cutting deals. Even with most of those NES games are about $8, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad when it comes to like price and stuff like that. You know, just for the fact that like pure amount of stuff she has is like you can't beat it. You know, I apologize for the really horrible camera work, but some PS2 games. I picked up that Sonic there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but just stacks and stacks of PlayStation 2 games. You know, the case can be replaced, but they're all complete. Every one of them are complete in box. You know, I forgot to grab the NES game. Then there's some movies she has too. It was about to rain, so that's why she had like tarps out and stuff like that. Because in Florida it always rains. On the bottom are some like loose games, nothing too crazy. She does rotate like some stuff through there. Out of there I picked up, I forget what I picked up out of that case. But you see a Super Mario 3 in there, you know, Dragon, some Ninja Gaiden in there, some Turtles. A lot of the little Nintendo figures. I'm gonna pick some of those up next time I go. Some Dr. Mario. You know, there's some really good quality titles in there. So as we walk through some NES, Nintendo, I apologize for, like I said, the horrible camera work. You can get shoes there too. If you want some shoes, you got shoes. So we've got PlayStation games, NES games. Those are all complete in box GameCube games. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to rummage through them, but there's still some really amazing games in there. So I hope you liked the taste of what was in this in the video, and if you'd like to see more, you know, let me know, and I'll go back and we'll film a more in-depth video. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and yeah, until next time, stay retro.